Actually, a lot of the times the tours really don't have much to do with the label itself. I mean, support does, but mostly it's booking agencies and that kind of thing. So even though we're on the same label, we may not even want to hook up or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't. They had Caroline distribution, and we had distribution, which is a world of difference. You guys are gonna get POP and stuff now, and that's great.
Well,
hopefully.
POP for we just got done doing.
See, I don't know what happens in any other city. In St. Louis, we like get the stack of posters and we like drive to every record store.
Right. Well, we have every main office, every major, located somewhere in Chicago.
But it's like I don't know if the reps get out and like, put up ANACRUSIS posters. I mean, we make sure it happens here. But
right. Well, it's not a priority yet,
Right. So
they really don't like. Besides maybe Guar, they don't even notice Metal Blade is being Leo.
And that's one of the problems. One of the problems we have. Actually, when we toured with Overkill, we were on the road, and it actually was with Megadeth. We did some days with Megadeth down south and stuff, which we had never played down south before. So a lot of people, probably most people, are unfamiliar with the band. You go in the record stores, and it's like we couldn't find Manic Impressions, which was the album we had at the time, but we'd find like Suffering Hour of Reason. It's like, what the hell's going on? And we finally figured out that most of the since it's a major label distributor, but it's not priority, so it's still classified independent. So I think a lot of people would ask about ANACRUSIS, and they would, an independent label, they'd probably look up and see Restless or whatever and order the first album or the second album. It's like, there's a lot of weirdness that goes on, and it's like major label distribution, but that doesn't mean it gets out there, but it means it's available if people ask for it or want to get it, but it's still not pushed. Like
one of the
priority
things
stuff
that's changed with this record over the last time was a pretty big learning experience. It was the first distributed album that we did, and this time I've been in touch with, I guess he's the overall head of the title would be Eagle. He's in charge of all the local mayor routes from city to city. He's in Chicago.
Thank you.
His name's Dave Stein.
Dave, all right.
And I've been talking a lot with Dave, and he's really into the record. I think he's going to make sure that a lot of these guys get their asses in gear. And a lot of that also depends on the marketing people at our label too, being in touch with the Warner Brothers people and directly in touch with the local WEA reps, saying, hey, this is what we got. Can you help us out? What can you do? That kind of thing.
All right. I mean, if you guys tried calling up the reps.
Well, that's another thing. I mean, we do that too. I try personally to stay in touch with a lot of the record stores, the reps themselves. So I'm talking my game, and then the label's doing theirs, then I'm talking to the big people at WEA, and it's working a lot smoother this time than it did last time. And it was new for Metal Blade last time too. I mean, we were one of the first few bands to go through the WEA thing. It was a new deal, and they just kind of had to feel their way through it. They didn't know exactly what WEA was going to do specifically for each band. So it's kind of like you got to read your way through all the bullshit and make things happen.
Plus we had a few problems last time because, just like anything else, the label has priority bands, and at the time Armored Saint, Fates Warning were the big selling bands, and we were sort of overshadowed a lot of times by the fact that we haven't proven ourselves album sales wise at the time or anything, so it's like we're not bitching, that's just the way it works. It's like they're the bigger selling bands and they're the priority bands, and so it's like that was at the same time as the last Armored Saint, Fates Warning, so a lot of times it's every band feels they're the most important band. We're the band they should be talking about. We're the band that should get at this and that and that. But that was one of the problems I think we had last time. And this time, with Armored Saint defunct, and I don't know what Fates Warnings are not on the label anymore now. But hopefully they're paying a little more attention to what's going on as far as, they've put more money into the band as far as recording, as far as promotion, as far as letting us do the video, posters, whatever.
Right.
So hopefully, I think all it might take is a little bit more push from the record company to get us out there. The response so far has been really, really good on the album. So hopefully, it'll just be a matter of everybody doing what we're talking about.
That's the cool
pushing the band.
The response from the label on this record has been really cool too. As far as everybody at the label seems to be really into the record and making this happen, and they're taking just a completely different approach to pushing this record as opposed to the last one. It's going to be pushed over more of a long term, as opposed to like, okay, we've got a month and a half, let's do everything, and